Hey y'all, Sway. So I want to talk about something that's coming up a lot in spiritual marketplace, spiritual communities. It's the idea. I always get something in my eye when I sit here. What's going on? It's the Illuminati. They're after the Eye of Horus. Let me stop this video. Okay, there is something to that. That's a cool story in itself. Oh, really, there's something. What is it? I don't know what they do. What's that? All right. I'm gonna stop now. Okay. All right. So the false light. um, I think this is a really good, simple way of breaking it down and looking at it. Is through the understandings of just the Luciferic and the Ahrimanic, and really, so you've got the flip side. It's two sides of the same coin, basically, and that's why in spiritual paths, like you always hear referenced in multiple traditions, what's called the middle way. You know, straight and narrow is the path. Enter ye in at the straight gate. Because you seem to have these opposing forces that one would try to pull you all the way into the light and own the authority of the light, that you are just the light and absolute perfect creation. You can do whatever you want. What's that? That's like Aleister Crowley's teaching. Do thy will. Thy will is all, and that's the end. You know, that's it. It's a complete like Luciferic ideology because it takes into account only the. It also utilizes like the lower energy centers in a sense to try to incorporate like that idea of bodily pleasure and all that as the ultimate end all be all. So it's like it's a real perversion. That's actually a real big perversion of the blend of the middle way. It's really bad in that sense because it's like using the Luciferic and the Ahrimanic. Anyhow, that's a little tangent. But the Luciferic is like the light, you know, the escape into the light outside of form. You're beyond that. Form is bad. Stay away from it. But you can utilize all of that. You're better than that. So it's like the prideful aspect of the light, that you are way better than that, and you just need to transcend all that, and that's all beneath, and you can utilize that in regards to your divinity. So it's a perversion of that. And then the Ahrimanic, on the flip side, is the complete denial of anything but what can be registered in the presentation of form. It would seek to, through that level of intelligence, observation, and control, using control through the intellectual form, through that what could be called that materialistic, reductionistic aspect of controlling that paradigm, literally using what seems to be the laws of physics within certain domains to manipulate and control that on that level. And it seeks to deny anything, or actually seeks to get rid of also, because that's a very important understanding. It also, anything that it can't do that to, it would seek to influence its power over, to make everything else fit into that parameter of its system. And so it deals strictly with that form. And so the body is all you need to seek to, you know, gain in that world. Money is very tied to that domain, and the perpetuation of the physicality of immortality in the body in that way, of making that last, of transferring consciousness. Also, you know, a big thing right now is to do with the transhumanist movement, is the idea through technological means to gain control, gain power, gain longevity in form, because that's all there is. That's all that matters. That's what's important, that power. So when you see, you've got that dance. That's all that's going on in the world of form, or in this seeming presentation, the world of form, is the dance between these two. And it can get really weird, because in spiritualized concepts, we can want to negate that. Like, all right, well, then we don't want to have anything to do with the either. Oh my God, no, I got it. And then it's like that's the egoic conflict of like, and being afraid to utilize that, being afraid of our own will, our own desires to evolve outside of form. So that's like the fear of the Luciferic. And then the other is the fear of the indulgence in form, the fear of incorporating technological advancement and body enhancement and utilization in form. So it's this it creates this stalemate and this this frozen state of being and consciousness. This is exactly where humanity seems to find itself right now, guys. We're literally caught in that, and you really see kind of a transference right now into a more widely accepted Ahrimanic aspect, because obviously, like, what seems to be the Luciferic aspect and that indulgence and the disregard for anybody else, and the transcendence through those kind of occult, self-centered means, that's widely being exposed. You've got the talk of the like I was joking at the beginning about the Illuminati and all that. And God, I don't know if they're gonna if this video will get taken down or not. I dropped some words. I don't know if they let those ride, but I've had some stuff removed for less. I haven't mentioned any names, so I might be good. But you see a lot of that's being exposed within certain industries, the music industry, Hollywood, and all that. It's just coming to light. It has to do with the consciousness. But what a lot of people are oblivious to now is that subtle flip and acceptance into the complete Ahrimanic. Even people that are very religious, very spiritual, are starting to have that leaning there. They want to have a box to put it inside. They want to have a group of, I love the term, the false priesthood of sciences. That's a term I came across recently. They want to have a label that fits in that, so they can be accepted and proper. And it's got to be in these books to be normal as far as like medical, scientific aspects. And so that's a new shift and subtle trap in itself. But to just become aware of these things and learn that they're neutral. Like these are entirely neutral things. Now, these are the main powers that seem to be dark in form, the Luciferic and the Ahrimanic. And we tend to, that's really why you've seen the world shaped and molded in the way that, it seemed to be that darkness was orchestrating and pulling, our society. It's certainly because they were not afraid and have not been afraid to utilize these powers. When the more spiritual people either tend to cling to one or the other and have no balance in that middle way. So they were definitely, the dark powers were definitely utilizing their capability to embrace that. And I think we're really called in this age to not, because like, you don't need to fear anything, right? You're not to fear anything. And it certainly, that integration and embracement is part of that embodiment. So this is very, very important. And I think with this understanding, people can really gain a lot of freedom within themselves and like learn to like not be like step into your authenticity with this and not fear that, not be like, it's because it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to fear anything. You are safe. You are protected. But you have to know that. You have to be that. Right? And if you're still pretending that these powers have authority over you and you want to believe that, then you'll continue to experience that. So just be willing to look on it. Love it. Step outside of yourself. Vanny Man, she's itching. All right, I'm going to end this video. I just wanted to share that. Thank y'all. Peace and love. Bye.